think Celtic would have won the game. Maybe no 5-1, but I think they'd have won the game. But credit to St Mirren, done well. It's not really what I want to speak about, really. I'm glad Celtic won, and I'd congratulate them in the cup. They've been away in the rig, so that's me just kind of catching up and everything. It was good to get a cup victory. But anyway, I'll not go on. I know your time's pressed.
Yeah, take your time, don't you worry, Tony.
Well, a couple of things I just want to speak to you about VAR. I've actually been on before about this, right? And I don't mean to be controversial, right? I've got my opinions on it. And I watched this thing called Ref Watch, which was on Sky Sports.
Mm-hmm.
And this Ref Watch, what they done now, they look at all the decisions, right? They looked at the Rangers penalty, and what the guy says was, it's bizarre. This is a ref. He says it's bizarre. He says, I can see the point. Maybe the ref's thinking it was a penalty. Well, he call him, funnily enough. A penalty. He says, I can see the point that he might have thought that, but it blatantly tells you that it's not a penalty because there's no way that you can see that it hits that boy's hand. Now, in the same game, the Rangers game, there's another decision when Alan McGregor wipes out the Kilmarnock boy. Nothing, absolutely nothing to say about it. The Kyogo incident, right? I watched the Kyogo incident. Referee sends the guy off, rightly so. Gives a penalty, rightly. Well, okay, we could maybe argue inside or out. Last point of contact, maybe I'm seeing it through green eyes. I thought it was inside the box, but I would accept it. We could argue about that. But why does the referee not go and look at the console? Why does he not go and look at that? Because he went and looked for Osman when no get pulled in.
Yeah, it's slightly different, Tony. The referee is not required to go and look at the monitor in that type of instance, and that's not just a Celtic game, it's not just a Scottish Premiership game, that's a VAR thing. It's a bit like offside, if you like. Now, the irony of this is we will still argue about whether it's inside the box or not, but overall that's meant to be considered a factual decision. It's meant to be either in the box or outside the box. It's meant to be factual, it's meant to be black and white. You're meant to be able to tell one way or the other. So like offside, the ref is not required to go and look at the monitor on those instances. Like I say, that's not just yesterday with Kyogo. That's just sort of over the piece for VAR. He wouldn't be required to go and look for that one.
I accept that. So the man behind the VAR then makes the decision, Andrew Dallas. So he makes a decision whether it's inside or outside. How does he make that decision? Does he make that with his eye, or does he got lines the same as offside, which they show you in England? It's quite open and it's easy to see. There you are. There's a line. There's the 18-yard box. That was his last point of contact, the 18-yard box. That's when he was pulled in. Nothing like that. It just came back. Andrew Dallas has made that decision. Yeah,
they don't show you lines down south or anywhere with regards to it being inside the box or not. You're right for offside, which obviously we do as well, but they don't show you lines about who's in or outside the box.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm baffled with it. And the reason why I'm baffled is
I thought you said 2 minutes ago you could understand. Maybe it was through green tinted glasses and you could argue that it was outside. You said that about 2 minutes ago.
I'm not just talking about the Kyogo incident. Right. What I'm saying is I'm baffled with the VAR, right? Because the VAR is a machine, right? Agreed. It's the people behind the machine that's the problem. And what's been highlighted is this is happening for one team. And it's no Celtic. This is happening for one team. I don't know how many penalties Rangers have had all season. That's what you see. Tavernier penalty, all the time. To me, it's cheating. There's cheating going on in Scottish football, and somebody needs to speak about it, because it's not right. That's my personal opinion. I think people are cheating.
I mean, Tony, look, I'll never convince you that nobody's cheating, so I won't even try. I won't waste either of our time, but I just wonder, on a day like yesterday, maybe it didn't all go, the way that you wanted every single incident, but Celtic got a penalty, St Mirren got a man sent off, Celtic won 5-1. Why are you so aggrieved about yesterday? I'll play your game for a minute. If there's cheating going on, it didn't really do a very good job of it yesterday, did it?
They did. Because he gave Rangers a penalty.
I said yesterday, Tony, but again, you can, you want to talk a lot about the game at Ibrox rather than your own team, which is fine up to a point.
I talked about the whole the whole thing a crossfire, right? So I'm just trying to give you an overview. The overview is Kyogo, as far as I was concerned, was a penalty. But I'm willing to hold my hands up about that, right? The other thing the boy was saying about, I think it was Andy was saying about below the shot line and all the rest of it, you couldn't conclusively say that he's saying it's, he's a Rangers man, so he's going to go that way, so he's going the opposite way, so it's not a penalty, right? It's not a penalty. The guy, how he can say about the referee, we're not interested in the referee on the telly, what he's going to say, that guy's a referee, the official referee, he's not got an axe to grind with any team. So he's saying, I'm baffled.
Yeah, but the point is, Tony, if we're going to pick one person's opinion because it backs up your held opinion, Derek McInnes, the Kilmarnock manager, felt that it was the right decision. I'm not saying you need to believe him either. What I'm trying to point out, though, there's clearly enough of a debate to be had there without you being convinced that the world's out to get you.
I don't know how to get me. It's nothing to do with me. I'm only a guy on the phone. I'm just seeing what I'm seeing. And
well, okay, would you take my point, though? Dermot Gallagher might think it doesn't hit the hand. Derek McInnes, who is allowed to be biased because he's the Kilmarnock manager, thinks it was a penalty. I'm not saying, I'll repeat this many times because people tend to pick these things up wrong. I'm not saying Derek McInnes is right or Dermot Gallagher's right. But if those two can have differing views, does it not tell you it's maybe somewhere in the middle, it's maybe worth debating about, it's maybe not that much a deal?
Quite happy to debate. I've not got a problem with debating, and I'm listening to your point. Believe me, I'm listening to your point, and I've got an open mind on it. But if I've got somebody who's a welder and can weld something, and I've got somebody who's a joiner, and you ask the joiner to go and weld that butt, so that's the same as a referee, and you've got a manager who's not a referee.
But he's the manager of that team, though. You would accept that he might be a bit biased, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. He's not a referee. The referee is the referee. This guy is quite a well-thought-of referee. They sat down with the other fella, they looked at it, and it was blatant, and they went, how can that happen? It's bizarre. That was the words the guy used, bizarre. Now, you've got to ask yourself, why are these guys saying that? These guys have not got an axe to grind, don't they? So, to me, there's been too many decisions, too many, over the season, and it's the elephant in the room that nobody speaks.